What is up, you guys? I'm Train Boy and welcome back to another video. And today in this video we are here at the National Museum of Transportation in St. Louis, Missouri. In front of me is Chicago, Illinois Midland number 551, an old 282 Mikado steam locomotive. And we're here to look at the old equipment here in St. Louis. And if you guys remember from my older videos, you remember I used to come here. I did come here last year to check out all this equipment, and now I'm back here because I wanted to take a time to look at all this equipment on spring break. So there's 551. Then we have the Burlington Zephyr locomotive, Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy number 9908. Here's Frisco 1621, an old 210 decapod, excuse me. And here we have a SW 1500 number 408. I can't tell, I don't know what the railroad is called. It's hard to pronounce the name, so yeah, I'm not gonna say the name because it's hard to pronounce. So let's check out the interior inside this SW 1500, shall we? Alright guys, it's gonna be hard for me to get up here because I got a lot of equipment on my hands, so yeah, here we are. So here we are inside the cab of the locomotive. Let me get myself down. Here, I'm gonna go inside the cab. So here we are inside the cab. I'm gonna take my face mask off, but here we are inside the cab of the SW 1500. And as you can see, there's a lot of controls. So here we have the automatic brake, and then we have the throttle. We have the bell. I think this is like a cab control box, cab signal box. I don't really know, but we have the engine run. And I think this is the horn. I don't really know, but yeah, there's a, and then we have a handbrake over here. So let's get out of this locomotive. And if you guys remember, I came here once, but I didn't go inside all the equipment, so yeah, I just wanted to save my battery on my phone because I didn't have enough storage on it. So let's get down here. We have the world's biggest tank car. I think this should have been a world record. Could have been, I don't really know, but it looks like this is a B&O train car. I don't really know what about this equipment, so you guys can tell me a lot about the equipment, but I mean, I can just read it, but I just want to save my battery so then I don't have to keep like walking up and down so much, but because I'm filming with my GoPro, so take my face mask off so then you can hear me better. So we're gonna check out the equipment up here, so let's go up here and check out the rest of it. So, and if you guys remember, my last time I came here, NNW 2156 came back, and I asked an employee if they were going to put it back in its original spot, and they said they're trying to. So let's see. So no, they have not. So, oh, it's over there. So it's, the thing is over here. I'm surprised they haven't moved it. Here we have an old wigwag signal, which I'm gonna activate it so you can hear it. So that's how the wigwag works. Oh, someone coming. So there's NNW 2156 over there. I'll zoom in on it. There. And here we have Here we have Erie, Lackawanna SD50, I believe, number 3607. If you guys know what this engine is, please tell me, because I don't know if it's an SD50 or SD60 or 70. I don't really know. And then we have the the education car, passenger car there. And then over there is Big Boy 4006. Here we have a New York Central Mohawk 2933. Here's Santa Fe 5011. It's nice to see all this equipment in person than just on a video on YouTube. So we're about to go inside the building and check out all this equipment. The thing I like about this is that, like, they have all the great Union Pacific equipment in the front here, in the main part of the museum. So I came here to check out some of the new things they added here. And we're also going to see Frisco 1522, which you know it's my favorite. I don't know why, but they have Easter eggs everywhere. There's 1522 down there. It's nice to see all this equipment from the early years. I believe this one, oh, please do not climb on this, okay. There's a Santa Fe 5011, Chesapeake and Ohio 2727, and then we have an EMD demonstrator unit. And it's pretty scary to be in here. I'm the only one in this area, so I just heard someone say all aboard back there. We have a Camelback 952, Delaware, Lackawanna, and Western. We have all this great equipment. It's nice that I'm the only one in here. Here we have Frisco number 1522 over here. Whoa, what the heck was that? Oh, there's a manager here. Hello. Whoa. Excuse me. So here we have Frisco 1522, and there's an Easter egg on it. There's a video. I'm going to be posting a video about this engine and the history of this beautiful steam engine. It's nice to see this engine, and I heard the bell ring on this engine, so I'm going to ask an employee if they can ring the bell, and I'm going to be using my Bluetooth speaker to play the whistle from the engine. So we're not going to check out all the equipment just yet, because there's a lot more equipment than just seeing 1522. There's a lot more stuff. There's a Chicago Northwestern 440, and then we have the only remaining Missouri, Kansas, Texas steam engine. So yeah, I've been looking at a lot of history about these locomotives before I came here. All right, let me take my face mask off so then you can hear me better. Here's a look at the Chesapeake and Ohio Berkshire. It's hard to get up here, but and then we have a 464 Hudson, numbered 170, owned by the Nickel Plate Road. It'd be nice to see 765, but I'm planning on going to see it, but I don't know when we will. But we're planning on doing it. Now let's check out this big boy. So 4006 is a 4884 big boy steam locomotive owned by the Union Pacific. So let's get up to the front of the three big Union Pacific pieces. Here we have Union Pacific Rotary snowplow number 9081, and one of them is actually they're still using these engines, and Ed Dickens has one up in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and they still use it. Here's the big boy 4006, and we have Union Pacific Centennial number 6944, a DD40X, which was the most strongest diesel engine ever built and one of the biggest. The camera could take up a little bit more space of this, but this engine is huge. This engine is big. I'm serious. Like, I'm not as tall as the drive wheels here. My hand is like that small. So let's check out the cab of the 4006. There's not many people here right now because they just opened the building to the public, so then we can check all this equipment out. So let's go into the train of thought, the educational passenger car, and check out what they have in there. I'm gonna need to fold up the tripod a little bit so then we can check out this. Here we have a cotton belt wedge snowplow owned by the St. Louis Southwestern, which was, well, that's what it's called. The cotton belt is also known as the St. Louis Southwestern. Wait. Oh, I think, I don't know if you can walk in. You might be able to. Oh wait, no, that's not open right now. But we'll check out the interior of the big boy, so let's check it out. There's a little train down there. Okay, so let's get to the cab of the big boy. Keep hitting the tripod with my foot. Alright. This is a big locomotive. If you guys remember when I told you that 4014 was coming here, well, I don't know yet, but we're gonna find out soon. Alright, so here we are in the cab of 4006. This is a big locomotive. I'm gonna set it down so then you can see me on the seat. So here we are in the cab of 4006, and as you can see, I'm in the engineer's side. And we have a bunch of controls. This is the engine injector. We have the automatic brake. And here we have, this is the independent brake, and then we have gauges. Now we have there we have the throttle. This is the engine light switch. And up here is the whistle, and it's not connected to anything. It should be up here, but it's down here for some reason. Then we have the firebox, the big looking firebox. I can see it. There's some stuff down there. You guys can't see it completely because you can't really see down there, but I can see some stuff down there. It's pretty big. If only they had like a light to put in there so then you could see what's inside. We had the fireman's side and his controls. And there's some controls down there for the ash pan. And I haven't seen the ash pan just yet, but we're gonna check that out now. Here we have the tender for the big boy, and there's a mechanical stunker down here for the coal. So let me fold up the tripod so then I can walk better without having to move it everywhere. Excuse me. Alright, so I'm guessing over here is the ash pan where they dump out all the ash of the locomotive and then it pours out. It's nice to see all this great equipment, and because you don't really get to see all this all the time. It's rare for you to see some of this stuff and going someplace like this. And I'll put a link to their channel in the description box so then you can see what they do here. And I heard that they're having upcoming plans, like putting a, if you remember where the 551 is in the Burlington Zephyr area, they're putting like they're putting like something like this over it, so then they could protect the locomotives and the survivors. So they didn't do too much stuff here when I was gone. So last time I came here, the 2156 was back, but it's still in the same spot it is, and it looks like they're working on the trolley line. Must be getting to work. And you can see how big the rotary snowplow is. And yes, sir. So this is how the rotary snowplow works. They would take the snow and it would come up on the top and push it out here. It's like a snow blower that you use in your garage, but it's like way bigger. Hello, sir. Alright, let's go check out some of the other equipment, and you can see how big this locomotive is and why it's called the big boy. So I'm guessing this one was built in 1941. And let's go back up here and check out some of the other equipment. I'm surprised that it's just me who's over here. It says this is the Illinois Terminal Railroad Station. Nice. If you guys remember, I actually am posting another video along with this one, and it shows Union Station, the St. Louis Union Station. Sometimes I get scared coming in here because I feel like what the heck was that? You guys can't see it, but there's like some smoke coming from there. I don't know what that is. So let's go head over to the rest of the equipment, but first we're gonna go back here to show you some more equipment here, because we have Frisco 1522 over there. We have I think this is there's an Illinois Terminal rail bus, and then we have a little switcher. Back there you could see a Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy E8 locomotive number 9939. I think we got some hand cars here. And it looks like some of the workers are gonna come up here. Some of them, I'm gonna ask one of the managers about some of this equipment because it's actually really cool to see all of this. So this is a EMD-FT demonstrator locomotive built by General Motors Electromotive Division. And you could see this was I think built around the 1950s. We have another person over there checking out all the equipment. I believe he's a worker. And there was actually a B unit over here. Originally, back then there used to be a B unit behind it, and now the B unit is in Roanoke, Virginia, where the 2156 was. So, yeah. And then we have the Wabash number 573, which is one of only two Wabash steam engines left in the world. And then we have a Illinois Central diameter test car. I think that's what it's called. Diameter test car, yes. I was right. And there goes my phone because of the Discord calls. Wabash 573, an old Wabash Cannonball. An old folk song. And here we have a Union Pacific U-boat. And they took the body off of it so you can see what it is, what they have inside. It's number 2804, and this is what it would have looked like when it was running. There used to be air intakes here for the top for the cooler. So we have the equipment blower to cool down the engine, auxiliary generator, traction main, generator, governor, camshaft, diesel engine, crankshaft block, cylinder heads, exhaust manifold, interior cooler, the crankshaft. Oh, excuse me, sorry about that. And then we have the luber or oil filter, air compressor, and then the radiator fan. Here we have a Charles H locomotive, and it was built in 1893. If you guys know, I actually watched some videos of this, and I know a lot about the equipment, so that's how I know a lot about this. It's number 9, so Here we have all the observation cars here. This is a Missouri Pacific observation car. And then this is an old heavyweight passenger car owned by the Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy. Then we have a Gulf Mobile and Ohio observation car. It's nice that they have it like this. And something I haven't showed you on the last time I came here is this. This over here is Southern Pacific GS6 number 4460. And it was built in 1943. It's nice to see that. I haven't seen it last time because I was checking out other equipment like the 1522 and all that. But now I can show you all this because I have a better mind in looking at other stuff than just 1522 and 4006 and all that stuff. So, if you guys don't know, you can walk in. It's locked right now. Usually there will be a tour guide coming to show you all this stuff. All right, so let's go over here, and then we have an oil burning firebox here. So you can see that's what it would look like. So I'm surprised that I'm the only one in here. It's kind of creepy that I'm the only one in here. And we have a Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy dining car named Silver Spoon. And we have a Pullman passenger car here. And then we have a Missouri Pacific passenger car and the Northern Pacific passenger car. It's nice that they have all the equipment, like all the passenger cars displayed in one area. Excuse me. Alright, let's head back here, and we'll probably meet my grandma up so then she can help me record some stuff. So, you can see there's some old carts that carried the luggage for people's stuff like that. I like it how they still have the interior in some of these passenger cars, because some of the interiors are being worked on. Oh, I can hear some generator going off. Sounds like there's one of those golf carts being used. Wabash Cannonball locomotive. Okay, this was Wabash steam engine, was built in 1899, and it was built by Rhode Island Locomotive Works, huh? I think the Wabash Railroad was named after, I think, an old folk song called the Wabash Cannonball. I don't know what this is, but if you know what it is, it says 1634 SBIX. What the heck is that? I don't know what's going on the roof, but standard brands instructors. I think it might be a frame of a steam engine. I don't really know. Here we have a 222 locomotive. It's kind of crazy. It says Black Diamond Reading. And it says that, I think it was, they let a kid operate it. Oh yeah, they did. It says it there. Alright, I'm gonna stop recording here. Alright guys, we're over here checking out the Norfolk and Western Y6A 2882 number 2156. Now this just came back. It actually was originally displayed here, and then they moved it to Roanoke to be displayed by Norfolk and Western 1218 and Norfolk and Western 611. And they brought it back here so then they can see its original people here. Down there is another shed. So let's get back over there. I just gotta get over the track so then we can see this. Sounds like a... Alright guys, I don't know why there's music playing over there, but don't worry about it because I'm gonna have to... I don't know why, but I'm gonna have to keep talking because there's some copyright music in the background, so... Here we have some old trolleys here, and there's the Canadian National 5529, a 462 locomotive. I'm gonna have to keep talking because I do not want to get copyright claims. So here we have some trolleys, well, streetcars, excuse me. So here we have 5529, then we have an old 10-wheeler. We're gonna go into here and check out all the equipment. So here we have an old Spokane, Portland, and Seattle caboose, an old milk car. So here's 5529, and here we have a Missouri, Kansas, Texas caboose, otherwise known as the Katy. Alright guys, so we're next to the trolley line. Here we have Missouri, Kansas, Texas 440 number 311. This looks like that was built from 1890 to 1923. We have a tunnel down there for, I guess, the equipment that's not on, that they don't have enough space for preservation, which is nice. So yeah, here's 311, and they have some old 440s. Let's take a look. There's a train coming. Let's check out the train there. Looks like a Union Pacific intermodal with 2 tier 4s. So, here we have some 440s here. This is an old one with the diamond stack. So it's Boston Allerby. I can't pronounce the name, but here we have the old 440s. I don't want to go too far down there because I don't want to get in trouble. So let's head back and check out other stuff. So they have an Amtrak GG1 here, so we're probably gonna check that out. There's a pack of people there trying to check out everything. So I can't really see. Oh, there it is. Found the GG1. I'm gonna raise the tripod up more so you guys can see it. So you guys can't see it back there, but you guys can barely see it, but I'm gonna raise it more. But there's the Amtrak GG1. I'm gonna have to... I can't read the number too much. Let me check the number. Okay, it's number 4916. So let's check out the rest of the equipment. Excuse me. I need to raise it like that. Alright. Here we have the Spokane, Portland, and Seattle caboose here. So we're going to check out the rest of this equipment. And it looks like we have a Milwaukee Road bipolar locomotive. It says E2 on it. I don't know. So that's probably number 2. Okay, what's your step, sir? All right, let's check out the interior of this caboose. So here we are inside this Spokane, Portland, Seattle cupola caboose. So this was for toiletry. And then I think these are for beds and stuff like that. And then we have a conductor's desk. So this is where the crew would stay. And this must be like a coal stove. So this is a drinking water tank, like a water fountain. Here we have the cupola area, so then people could sit. Then we have an ice chest. So let's get back down here so then I can show you the rest of the equipment. So here we have a milk tank car. It's an old box car that's used for mail. And there's that intermodal train in the back. I guess that was a mid-train DPU. So let's go inside the tanker car, shall we? All right, so here we are inside the tanker car. Hello there. So here's inside the tanker car where they would keep the tubes. So this is where the milk would be stored, and they have two sides. It looks like a giant thing from a movie. I don't know what it's from, but that's what it kind of reminds me of. It's like one of those things from the movies. It's like one of those giant machines from the old movies from the 90s, I guess. Here we have a Missouri Pacific or Mopac tractor trailer car, and we have this trailer here. And if you're watching this Railroad Preserver, I know a little bit of equipment here that you showed me on your video, but this is some really nice stuff. I've been here several times, and I know a little bit more equipment, I guess, than you do. So here we have this auto rack. Then we have the world's biggest tanker car. I just hope that there's I just wonder if there's gonna be like a certificate from the Guinness Book of World Records that's gonna be placed on here. That'll been funny. And let's check out some more equipment. So we got some Johnlin and Pittsburgh Railroad Company. Almost looks like a J paint scheme or something. Here we have a New York Central electric. It looks like one of those Line L train. It looks like an engine from an O-gauge Line L train set. That's what it reminds me of. And then we have the Illinois Terminal 1575. It says Class B, and the bag is on, and there's a bag on it, on top of it. I don't know why. Looks like there's someone coming. That's strange. That intermodal train up there is slowing down. We gotta get back up there and see what's going on. Let's get back up to the main part. Oh, it's gone. It looked like it was stopping, but let's get back over here. Well, now there's a lot of people coming up into the place, so let's check everything out. It's all through the weeds. So I'm gonna stop recording until we get to another piece. Alright guys, after looking around at a lot of stuff and showing SD70 Mac Productions some of this equipment, I'm back to the tour and we will check out some more stuff. So here we have a Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy E8 locomotive. This was used on, I guess, the California Zephyr trains and other locomotives like that. So it's an A unit. So I'm guessing this one had a B unit as well. But Here we have the Illinois Terminal Railroad Association of St. Louis number 318. So it talks about this was, I think this was a switcher engine. And here's the 1522. And for some reason they had Easter eggs everywhere because tomorrow's gonna be Easter. So yeah. So here's the Missouri Pacific heavyweight passenger car. And I think this was used as a commuter train. And we have the Northern Pacific sleeper car. And here's that Illinois Terminal Rail Bus, which it says that it was built in 1939 and is number 206. Oh, it's used as a school bus. That's funny. So they have specific pieces that you can climb on here. So let's hold up the tripod so you can see it. And it says it's been in service for about 102 years. It's a pretty well built car, it looks like. And it's not open to the public, but there used to be lights on in here, but I guess they turned them off. So let's get back down here because I want to check out other stuff. Here's the Delaware Locomotive and Western Camelback, number 952. It's kind of strange because it has like 2 cabs. I think that's what it was used for. Daniel Nason. So this looks like a train that dated back to before the Civil War, which is really nice. It's an old 440. Let me just sit this down. I'm gonna show you. So I'm just gonna put my stuff down here and just, if I can look at this. It says help support there. There's an old sign. But this is really nice to check it all this. So here's all that equipment as like a 360 view. So yeah, there's all that equipment. And let me get my phone and my noise canceller so then we can go check out some other stuff. We are gonna do a little bit of some rail fanning here. And there's some people in the cab of the big boy operating it. I went inside the big boy and I imagined myself driving it. It's really nice. So here's the big boy 4006 up close. The camera can't show how big this is, but it's huge. Ah, I need to fold up the tripod again.
Oh, okay. There you go. Landon, look at Mama. Look up though. You're okay.
So there's the big boy, and here's 9081, the Rotary snowplow. And you can see how big it is compared. The camera can't show how big it is, but it's huge.
That pin locks this closed.
So here we have Centennial 6944. There's a manager over there talking about that. And I just hope that 4014 comes here, cause if you guys didn't know, I was hoping that 4014 will come here, and it possibly is going to come here soon. And I imagine both the 4014 and 4006 side by side. And if that ever happens, that'll be a beautiful shot. So here's the Centennial, and it's also known as the DD40X, number 6944. Now and the thing is, there's 2 engines built into one. It's like it has 2 engines, and they just put them together as one gigantic engine. And so there's engine 1 and engine 2, and then we have this giant fuel tank, which would probably be so expensive to fuel up. But yeah. So let's check out some of the displays down by the 4 tracks down there. So I'm gonna stop recording so that we can get over there. All right, guys, so we're over here now, and here is Georgia Railroad number 724. As you can see, they painted it up, so I guess you could show like how colorful this is or something, I don't know. But on one side it has like all colors, on the other half it just shows it in real life black, so you can see there. So they did some good cosmetic restoration to this thing. So let's go inside the Missouri Pacific Missouri Pacific caboose, transfer caboose, I think it is. All right, so here we have like a coal stove. It's oil fire heater, okay. And then it's actually a bay window too, so you can see on the sides of the thing. And that's where they would sit. And I don't know why there's seatbelts there. And there's a little sink. And we're about to go inside the Northern Pacific caboose here. There's the platform. So here we are in Northern Pacific caboose 1082. So this is a heater fuel tank. And then we have like conductor's desk and a little table, I guess, for dining room. And here's an oil fire heater. A drinking water tank. Well, this is the water fountain. So this is a little cupola caboose. And you would sit up here on top. And then here's another conductor's desk and then a bed. And we're about to go inside a tank car. It's gonna be cool. All right, we're here in the tank car. Oh crap, that's scary. But here we are inside the tank car. It's kind of like the boiler of a steam engine, except you can see that if you were in, it's not like exactly the same as a steam engine, but it's close. Like if there were more rivets, then it would look exactly like the boiler of a steam engine. So there's the top for the fuel to come inside. So let's get out of here. It's creepy. Oh God, that scared me. Anyway, they need to fix that thing. So there's a handbrake. Then we have a Milwaukee Road boxcar over here. This is a lot of equipment. So then we have a couple of Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy heavyweight passenger cars. So here we have a coach car, a baggage car, and then a mail car. And as you can see, there's a signal over here. I'll zoom in on it. There's a signal down there. We're going to show you how it works. So a Union tank. And then over here, you got the signal. Now, it does work. It's just it's hard to work because I'm not really used to the controls, so I'm gonna have to figure them out. Put it down. See how this works. So you can see that it kind of works. It's hard for it to work. So it's pretty hard to operate the thing. So here's the Burlington Zephyr locomotive. Its full name is the General Pershing Zephyr, it looks like. And then its name was the Silver Charger. Did you get it? I kind of get it. It kind of reminds me of like a Charger named the Silver Charger. That would have been funny. But yeah, there's that famous CB&Q logo. If you guys don't know this, I actually am a fan of the CB&Q railroad, and because it's the railroad that came through my town, and I just lived around it, and it was a really nice. It's a really nice railroad to look at history and like that. If you guys know a little bit about the Chicago, Illinois Midland Railroad, please tell me, because I don't really know too much about it. But I know this is a Mikado. So, it says it was built by the Lima Locomotive Works in 1928. Huh. There's a little tank engine over there. But guys, that's all for this video of the tour of the National Museum of Transportation. We will show you the aerotrain in a separate video, but hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you do, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe and click that bell for notifications. And share me a comment, because I want to know what your opinions are on this. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching.